State police say they've now arrested a second suspect in the murder of Jacqueline O'Connor.
We're just talking about what the influence these national committees can actually have on a campaign and what it does to a local staff once they get involved.
Storm prep is already well underway. A large system making its way to our area, and with that comes a lot of alerts and traffic restrictions. They're put there not only for your safety, but so our cleanup crews can get the job done. So let's jump right in here. A Democratic primary in the race for Lieutenant Governor, pitting incumbent Kathy Hochul against New York City Councilman Jumaane Williams. As Jamie just mentioned, Hochul was elected with Cuomo, and that was back in 2014. Some shocking numbers to pass along to you tonight. In the last 10 days alone, 21 people have overdosed on heroin in Oneida County, 5 of those being fatal.
Mohawk Valley Community College for the Health and Fitness Expo for Boilermaker Weekend. Yes, it has finally arrived again, and I'm joined now by the president of the Boilermaker, Tim Reed. Tim, I think I called you the ringleader last year because it's kind of a circus.
It is.
Mike, it was long awaited and an emotional morning in the courtroom today as Eddie Hamill accepted his punishment.
2 years after his initial plea of guilt, Eddie Hamill returned to Oneida County Court for his sentence.
He was misguided and in a situation where he just didn't know what to do, even though it was very clear to most of us. I don't think that this should be the end of Eddie Hamill.
Back in March of 2014, Hamill pled guilty to 4 drug-related charges. At that time, he was promised 6 years in state prison and 3 years post-release supervision. But when it came to sentencing, Eddie was nowhere to be found.
My whole plan was to come and do my time, and now I realize that I should have been doing my time, and I probably have like a few years left, but as I look at it, I really didn't have that option, because I just couldn't leave my family to nothing. You know, I just couldn't leave my boys to nothing, so I just had to make some things right.
Judge Donalty said he warned Hamill and showed no mercy for his excuses, sentencing him to 16 years in state prison and 6 years post-release supervision, leaving Hamill's attorney at a loss for words.
The last 17 years, this is the first time that I've been in this situation. It doesn't happen. My clients come back, you know. This was an assignment,
And as you can see there, Hamill's lawyer very disappointed in today's outcome. He says he plans to file an appeal for harsh and excessive punishment.
Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you.
And one of our players, Arnold Santiago, came to us and said, I have this friend who wants to play. He's kind of hemming back and forth, and he really doesn't know if he really wants to play. What should we do? So we said, bring him to practice tomorrow, and we'll talk to him, and we'll see what happens. So the next day, Arnold brought Will over, and before you know it, I'm standing next to this 14-year-old 8th grader looking up to him and just thinking to myself, wow, who is this kid?
Will taught us through his actions. As anyone up here will tell you, he wasn't a man of many words. As many of the quarterbacks he terrorized in the NFL, they knew that as well. But through his actions of giving, of teaching, and providing, his actions, the true values of wearing the badge from Proctor High School.
If Will Smith were here tonight, I think he would tell us there are lessons to be learned from his life and from his death. And I know he would want all of us to be the best that we can be, to chase our dreams, and then come home again to give thanks. Yes, we were all blessed to have our own will. Now, the way is up to us.